EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just way more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert back to the air. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. Oh, what a juke into space. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, LA. Take Bigsby. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. To about the 40-yard line. The Chiefs at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
This shot downfield on second down is brought in, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Pacheco. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, Punch it in right now, boys.
Pacheco once more. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4, the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another run by Bigsby. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Terry McLaurin, a 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Still going inside the 20. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 18.
To throw is Fields. And that will be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the 50, here's Herbert. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Fired that one in there, able to make some action on a nice in route.
With those faster passes that are going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. To the air again, Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and they'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Touchdown, Chargers! Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Hey, going up right here.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Herbert off of play action. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change.
Touchdown! Noah Fant from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4.
And a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
And now what's this? They faked the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Fields. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go. We're good.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Go.
They're going to go. It's Fields.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Wiggles free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Fields.
6-yard line.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On first down, it's Fields.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Fields going to run the draw.
Now the ball comes loose.
One of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And this is recovered by the Chargers. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 70.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
11.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On first down, Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's third and a few inches. Now it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Second and 10.
5-9.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chiefs 8.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, it wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is nearly impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fields on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Pacheco. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
59.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, If there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Hey, Ken.
And they are going for it. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. In motion left, that's Jackson. On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on fourth. Herbert eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on fourth down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert operating from the red zone. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 1-yard line. Forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Fields. That's going to be caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A.J. Brown, 26 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, go line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That is Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go, Scott.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
21.
On the carry, Bigsby dances by him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. Touchdown, Chargers. Noah Fant with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11. Jump.
Here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On first down, it's Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth-quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game.
Chiefs 29.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Shrugs him off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
And Bigsby once more.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
26 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense